Hello everyone and welcome to my poster presentation. My name is Bassli and this is my capstone project titled Nature Camps, Just Fun and Games. To start us off, I'll say that many kids today are deeply disconnected from the natural world, which impacts their mental and physical health as well as communities and the environment. Environmental education programs attempt to connect kids to their environment, but they are limited by their setting and reach. Though nature camps can be effective in forging this connection, the thing is, nature camp curriculums must be effective in creating young environmental stewards through connection and hands-on experience. For this project, my main research question was, what principles or elements are essential for creating an engaging, age-appropriate, nature-based curriculum for a summer camp? During my time as a nature specialist camp counselor at the Strom Jewish Community Center's J Camp, I developed and ran activities for campers in pre-K through 8th grade that engaged campers with their local environment. By the end, I also produced a nature camp curriculum deliverable for 3rd through 5th graders to be offered in future sessions. To answer my research question, I conducted a staff survey, 8 expert interviews, observed campers, reviewed relevant literature, and kept track of my personal anecdotes. I kept track of all these relevant themes and patterns that were present across my varying research streams throughout the entire process. In my results column, you can see that I identified 5 key principles. First, I noticed that prepared educators are one of the key factors in having an effective curriculum. Counselors must know what they're doing to best support campers, whether that may be attending counselor orientations or being provided with detailed programming descriptions. They must know their role and understand the rationale behind activities. Second, to make age-appropriate curriculums, it must be developmentally aligned with campers, and there should be clear takeaways for every experiences. I found that focusing on empathy at a young age and self-guided exploration at older ages created a space to better understand environmental systems at varying ages. Third, I learned about the value of reflective activities that encourage campers to synthesize their experiences at camp and draw connections to their personal lives. This can look like many things, but at my internship, I utilized journaling and group sharing to encourage reflection. Fourth, having a balance of structured activities and unstructured time outdoors allows curricula to guide campers towards learning objectives without making learning feel like a classroom. Camper exploration without direction can cause minimal engagement with learning objectives, while too much structure limits their curiosity. So it's always about finding a balance between structure and unstructured that works best for everyone. Fifth, integrating a scaffolded systems thinking approach into activity planning allows campers to better grasp complex environmental systems, scaling down from big picture concepts to local ecology. And finally, place-based activities can make complex processes more understandable and easier to digest. It situates campers within the broader global system and teaches them that they are part of and not separate from the environment. Now, over the summer, I saw myself implementing these principles in varying activities. In Figure 4E, you can see the sit spot I used, which encouraged observation of our surroundings and often paired it with a group share out to encourage reflection. Similarly, in Figure 4B, you can see the scavenger hunt I used, which was used to create a space for observation and more freedom, as well as self-guided exploration. And also in 4C, you can see the culinary crafts I used. In this case, it is a herbal salt shaker, which encourages campers to have creative freedom and designing their projects with general engagement. Additionally, as seen in Figure 5, I created a nature curriculum design considerations flowchart, which includes a flow process of considerations for an engaging, age-appropriate nature camp curriculum. But why does all this matter? Well, engaging and age-appropriate nature camp curricula reinforce existing theories in the field, like the vitality of prepared educators and the critical pedagogy of place that encourages critical thinking and reflection. These camps are also transformed into experiences that are beyond just fun and games, and they drive a clear connection between children and the environment, which often makes them more marketable. This connection also ends up having a positive impact on not just the kids themselves and their health, but also their communities through increased collaboration in shared project spaces and the broader environmental movement. Maintaining engagement with nature can increase children's affinity towards nature, as well as their ecological beliefs and their willingness to take pro-environmental action. It also supports environmental literacy that equips future citizens with the tools they need to make informed decisions that value and protect the environment. So next time you see a nature camp, think about what it means, not just for the campers, but for their future and the future of the environment. I'd like to acknowledge my site supervisor, Eliza Glatter, my faculty advisor, Sharon Doughty, my friends, my family, the interviewees, and the campers and staff who made this project possible. Thank you.